Andrew Tate, as if you haven't tried enough to really F women up, you've now managed to ruin capri pants for us in the middle of summer. You know, she's not wrong there. She's not wrong there, because now that he has gone public with that fit, you know all the MAGAs are going to follow suit. So they're going to buy up all the capris. And they're going to buy up all the capris. And let me tell you, there's no feeling like going in and thinking you're going to get a good pair of capris and they all sold out of your size because of the MAGAs. I don't know that feeling, but I'm saying it's no feeling like that, because I don't know what that's like.
Why you always lying?
Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video, and don't forget to send your merch pics from everything you pick up at thepeoplesgetup.com to me at admin@ReeseWaters.com. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. R.I.P. Lindsey Graham, you would have loved Andrew Tate's arrest outfit.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, that's weird. Doesn't everybody just get arrested in whatever they was wearing? Why would that have been anything special? Was he arrested already in jail clothes? I don't quite understand that. Was he arrested in that shirt Mitch McConnell was wearing and all them AI videos?
Honey, show them you're okay. See, I told you he was okay.
Andrew Tate arrest fit. Well, that's not what you want to be arrested in. That's just impractical right there. I don't see why they would suggest anybody get arrested in pumps like that. I just don't. And you can't take that jury into the jail. Like, why would you say something like that? Alpha bro Andrew Tate models his fashion style after 90s TV icon Peg Bundy.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Huh. I don't agree with that. That looks like Marcy Darcy right there. That is straight Marcy Darcy. Peg must have gone in Marcy's closet. That's what that is.
And Marcy, you look like a chicken.
I am not a chicken. Why does he keep calling me a chicken?
Now, Marcy, don't get your feathers ruffled.
Get the Tate look. Women's catalog. Huh. Now that must be where Marcy was shopping. That's where because Marcy would never leave the house. So that must have been where she was shopping. She must have been shopping at the Tate catalog. Huh. I wonder why a man was wearing that.
Time to find out.
I'm assembling a team. Let's see, we got a Teletubby, we got Barney, we got Grimace. That looks like a good team to me. That definitely looks like a good team to me. The Teletubby would have to be the leader of the team because it's mysterious. We don't know nothing about where they come from, where they at, nothing about the Teletubby, and that makes for a good leader. You know what I mean? There's power in that mystery right there. Yeah, that's a solid team. You know, maybe Prince might join that team.
I mean, you know where you got that shirt from. And it damn sure wasn't the men's department.
Oh, now come on. Now you just put heels on the man. You put heels on the man. Come on. We ain't gotta be rude, you know, to the people that actually paid for those heels. You just photoshopping them on somebody who didn't pay that money. Put some respect on their name.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
You're under arrest on suspicion of human trafficking and being too for America. Turn around, hands behind your back.
What? This is a misunderstanding.
And separately, that outfit is a crime against fashion.
Y'all just doing stuff now. That was uncomfortable for everybody. Hey, whoever made that AI need to be put in jail. And I want to know what your prompt was for that. I definitely need to know what your prompt was. The only thing right about that, it was a crime against fashion, what you put him in. That was 100. He should have been arrested just for wearing this outfit. Now that I also agree with. Because he calls himself the alpha male, but he didn't have the purse with him. He didn't have the purse. How you gonna be an alpha male and you don't got alpha male accessories? This is the MAGA alpha male. This is the highest state they can achieve. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, if the purse would have been now we talking.
Please tell Daryl that this is not a woman's suit.
Oh my God, that's a woman's suit.
You're wearing a woman's suit?
There were these huge bins of clothes, and everybody was rifling through them like crazy, and I grabbed one. And it fit. So I don't think that this is totally just a woman's suit. At the very least, it's bisexual.
No comment. Why? The office didn't do nothing to deserve being brought into this. They really did not. Put some respect on Michael Scott's name. Come on now. The man who gave us all that sensitivity training, huh? He gave America the sensitivity training that it needed. Put some respect on his name.
The most fundamental thing about sensitivity training.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Is that you cannot make fun of a person for something that they have done that they regret.
Here we go.
You can only make fun of things that they have control over. What? Like Oscar is gay. That is his choice.
The F is SpongeBob doing there? Wait a minute, hold up. You got another angle of that? Huh. The only thing I can think of, he wanted to make sure that Andrew Tate had his bikini bottom before he went down to the pokey. Because, you know, a first impression is your strongest impression.
I'm crying because the red pill alpha bros swear masculinity is under attack. Baby, your general was arrested in capris. The ankles have more freedom than the women he told men to control. If you've made your entire brand being the toughest man alive, maybe don't show up looking like the lead singer of a regional Latin jazz band. Throw on a slingback heel and he's like, Cheryl, your table for 4 is ready. Oh, this was the best thing to happen in a while. This man being arrested in an outfit that looks like he walked into Zara and said, I'm feeling a White Lotus vibe. The funniest part to me, though, is not the outfit. Wear whatever you want. The funniest part is spending years convincing insecure men that this is the ultimate symbol of unstoppable masculinity. That illusion falls apart real quick once the handcuffs comes out. Sorry, the alpha male talk doesn't land with the same punch when you're being escorted away in an outfit that looks like your favorite drink is sparkling rosé instead of being obeyed.
Are you finished? Oh, you got one more. Dressed like an assistant manager at a wine bar. You realize it's wine bar assistant managers on my channel. It's wine bar assistant managers on my channel that now have to read that. You know, they didn't deserve this. I like the color of his blouse. Does it come in men's sizes? I mean, clearly it comes in men's sizes because he was wearing it. So that makes it a men's size. Plus, I saw it on Marco Rubio. Dressed like Andrew Tate in a show of solidarity with the arrested Tate brothers. And those shoes were drawn to scale. Those shoes were drawn to scale. So that was authentic. What we have right there. Now that's how you do it with those shoes, not with those pumps, That was now that's how you do. That's the kind of thing that can get MAGAs to follow suit because we know they will. All of MAGA tomorrow morning, probably. Oh, I can't wait. I definitely can't wait, especially if it's money changing hands, huh? Because we know how the influencer network works. So, hey, I would love to see it. Hey, if y'all don't want the dragon, you all gotta do it. You know, remember when we used to do that back in the day? You know, everybody, they couldn't tell who was guilty because everybody confessed to it. I never engaged in that, but I've seen it work once. I saw it work once. So yeah, you know what? That makes it harder to be picked out of a lineup. Here we go. It was that bald woman in the silk shirt, loafers, capris, and sunglasses. Touche. I got nothing on that one. Yeah, touche on that one. Man, I look at the news and I think to myself, yeah, these high prices are here to stay. Gas, groceries, insurance, and if you're a homeowner, I know I thought to myself, should I just call American Financing, refinance, and pay off this credit card debt? But then you second guess yourself because that mortgage rate you got is low, 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 low. Listen, that low rate, it's not saving you if you're drowning in credit card debt at 25% or more. That's math nobody wants to face, but it's costing you thousands. And here's the truth. If you're only making minimum payments, that debt could follow you for years. That's why people are calling American Financing, because they're saving customers an average of $800 a month by using their equity to finally break free from credit card debt. You owe it to your family to see what's possible. No upfront fees, no pressure. It costs you nothing to find out what you could save every month. And if you start today, you might be able to delay 2 mortgage payments. Call American Financing 866-891-7332. That's 866-891-7332 or AmericanFinancing.net/Reese.
But wait, there's more.
Well, I can tell you this, once that goes public, that'll certainly put a dent in any fear that anybody had from coming forward. I remember that time Tristan Tate pretended to be his own photographer to message me for a collab, which I found totally dodgy. Unfortunately, some poor girls will have fallen for this. Enjoy the trial here in the UK, you disgusting individuals. It's about time. That is interesting that she would say it's about time, because I've been hearing about this for a while without really any knowledge of exactly what the timeline of this particular case was. I mean, they done gotten so comfortable, they posting stuff like, I don't sleep with vaccinated women. Man, that is some type of audacity. You got them kind of charges and you talking about what kind of women you don't sleep with? Maybe you just wanted them to feel safe. Maybe, is that what that is? You wanted at least part of the population to feel comfortable? The COVID vaccine provides 100% protection from Andrew Tate. Hey, congratulations to y'all. Congratulations. Hey, I know that joy. I felt the same way when those ladies said they didn't sleep with black men and the Confederate, bikinis. Yeah, I know that joy. I feel y'all on that one. But you know, even despite these allegations and these nasty charges and the manner in which they conduct themselves publicly and looking like a cross between Peggy Bundy and Grimace, there will always be a pick-me.
Gonna get some flack for this one. Let's talk about the Tate brothers, Andrew and Tristan Tate, 2 of the most boldest, unapologetic men on the planet. I get why people don't like them. I get why people feel threatened by them, because their confidence and presence is on a whole nother level that most men and women can't even touch. Their masculinity is raw, intense, and it forces you to look at yourself in the mirror.
Ma'am, is this what you're talking about? Is this it? Okay.
And a lot of people don't like what they see, and they call you out on it. Do I agree with every single thing that they say or how they deliver it? No, but it's not about their delivery. It's about the message. And if people actually slowed down and listened and not just reacted to them, they would realize that these 2 are very intelligent, very successful, very disciplined men who have built themselves into something extremely powerful.
Ma'am, like right here, Like right here, I got you. Yeah. No, I just wanted you to have some exhibits.
As a woman, I can say this. I admire that. My husband admires that because men who operate on that level, they do not shrink themselves down for anybody. And that is very rare today. So whether you love them or hate them, one thing though is undeniable about them. The Tate brothers live in a way that commands respect. Instead of being offended by their confidence, maybe we should ask ourselves why it triggers us in the first place.
Yeah, y'all heard her. She said husband. She said husband. Imagine your wife taking to the public to express her love of Andrew Tate, who's holding these kinds of charges. And apparently these kinds of silks. Both. Good luck to him. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that. Hey, I can tell you this. Unless she can make a video ranking your arrest fits, you don't measure up.
Ranking all of the looks that Andrew Tate's been arrested in so far. This look is from one of his earlier arrests. I hate this look. The jacket is so small for him. It looks like a Zara women's size 8. I can't stand that I can see the bottom of the hoodie coming out of the bottom of the jacket. I'm going to give this like a 2.5 out of 10. Here we have Andrew and Tristan Tate getting arrested together. This look is just super basic to me. His hair looks fucking rubbish. It's like you're Andrew Tate. Like you're always moments away from being arrested. Do you know what I mean? Like dress for the arrest that could be about to happen. And I mean, Tristan, like whatever. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Here, Andrew Tate looks like quite happy to be being arrested. I think maybe it's because he was really excited to show off the fact that he was wearing velour tracksuit, like a jumper that doesn't match. I'm going to give that like a 4 out of 10. Here we've got Andrew Tate's most recent arrest look. I would say this is an outfit that a mannequin at Dorothy Perkins would literally spit on and be like, please do not put me in that. I also just want to say, Andrew Tate, as if you haven't like tried enough to really fuck women up, you've now managed to ruin capri pants for us in the middle of summer. Thank you so much. I'm going to give this look a 1 out of 10. I'm just giving it 1 because I'm enjoying thinking of the fact that he's being detained in those trousers right now. It's always Andrew Tate's just been arrested. Andrew Tate's been arrested. When is it going to be like Andrew Tate's gone to prison? All right, bye.
Andrew Tate. As if you haven't tried enough to really F women up, you've now managed to ruin capri pants for us in the middle of summer. You know, she's not wrong there. She's not wrong there because now that he has gone public with that fit, you know all the MAGAs are going to follow suit. So they're going to buy up all the capris. They're going to buy up all the capris. And let me tell you, there's no feeling like going in and thinking you're going to get a good pair of capris and they all sold out of your size because of the MAGAs. I don't know that feeling, but I'm saying it's no feeling like that because I don't know what that's like.
Why you always lying?
Nothing says conservative alpha male like being on the lam for assaulting women and then waking up and putting on a pair of tight-ass capri pants. If American young men look up to these clowns, then the country is done. Oh, wait, but it's not just looking up to those clowns. It's doing that while simultaneously demonizing others. Oh, boy. This is going to hit hard. I am gay, but I was never that gay. Good Lord. Y'all might as well go in and drop the act. We all can see you now. The secret is out about Republican men. Can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Y'all funny. Y'all just Photoshop anything. Now that's it. That's not Photoshop. That's a real photo. That's MAGA. MAGA. Is this your king? Is this your king? This the man who you needed to stand up to world leaders right here? Wait, this the man who you let get by with 5 deferments and talk about the military? Is this a man who's Secretary of War talking about testing people's testosterone? Wow, let me find out. Now that's the statue y'all need right there. That's the statue y'all need. That's what y'all need. If y'all really want to make an impression, that's the one. That's it right there. Ooh, that is nasty work. Oh, what? Now y'all don't want to be associated with it? This is the lot y'all chose.
So I posted a video earlier about the Tate brothers being arrested and picked up by federal agents in Miami. And the UK is now demanding that they be extradited. And not only did TT remove my video, but they also gave me an account strike, which is definitely giving some weird energy. It's almost like TT is co-signing on that behavior. It's almost like TT is giving approval to that behavior. And if you don't know who the Tate brothers are, just look them up, because it's not good stuff. It's not good. So I'm hoping that TT decides to push this video, because it will give me a clear indication of which side of the hill that they want to land on. Yeah? It'll give me a clear indication of which side of history that TT wants to be on. Okay? Okay.
Ooh, I absolutely love what he did there. Yes, that's right. You don't get to tie yourself to these kinds of charges, to this kind of alleged behavior, without tying yourself to these charges and this kind of alleged behavior. JD Vance follows Andrew Tate on X. And I'm old enough to remember when that would have been indicting. You know what I mean? I'm old. Just think about how not shocked you were when I read that. Our vice president. Yes, that's right. But one thing I do appreciate is continuing to make these kinds of connections, because you don't get to consort with this lot for free. And good luck explaining that away, MAGA. Why didn't the UK do this to the Muslims that assaulted 25,000 white girls? Absolutely shocking reversal of the UK's long-standing policy never to arrest Muslims for trafficking and assault. I got a question. Why did you specify white girls? Why did you specify white girls? Huh? Because before, when we would make the case that certain victims get priority over others, you guys would dispute it. But now you're putting it out yourselves.
I'm not going to judge your journey. It is your fantasy.
And in doing so, what you subjugate are the crimes committed against non-white girls, plucking this completely out of context. Something I would call like Elon Musk behavior. But then there's this part too, because this goes right along with the Islamophobia that we have seen grow and fester on the right wing. Let me check something. Is Andrew Tate? Let me check. Look at that. Andrew Tate is Muslim. Huh. Now that's awkward, Andrew Tate. That is awkward. You're in a situation I like to call the Vivek Ramaswamy. You're in the Vivek Ramaswamy, whereby the people who you are entrusting to have your back have to demonize your people on their way there. That's uncomfortable. That is uncomfortable. Only Byron Donalds knows that pain. Just in, U.S. Marshals have arrested Andrew and Tristan Tate in Miami on a sealed warrant, according to federal law enforcement source. The brothers face multiple charges, according to the UK Crown Prosecution Service. There you see them right there. The Tate brothers have reportedly been close to the Trump family. Close to the Trump family, you say?
So the Tate brothers were arrested yesterday. But the United Kingdom is going to use their connection to Trump and the Epstein files to take Trump down. This is a wild story.
Wow. You really think the UK is coming for Trump? You know, like even more so than the fans when they were here for the World Cup? Hey, I would love to see it. I can only imagine what that's about what it would look like. Hey, we gotta change one thing about that photo though. There you go. That looks about right. But then again, you know what? Because if the angles grow, then you gotta, there we go. Now we looking good. Now we looking good. Now that is an image the whole world can enjoy. You know, just like him getting shooed off the World Cup stage. Exactly like that. Exactly like that. If only we could have mashed those two together, then it would just mwah. That would be chef's kiss right there. It most certainly would be. And the craziest thing is as much as Trump been walking around, they've been having to let them shootouts. That's actually an improvement. That is actually an improvement on what we've seen from him. The only other person I can think of with worse fashion sense is probably Elon Musk. And that's an improvement for him too. And that's exactly how he would make that outfit look too. Hey, Andrew Tate. Hey, I got you a couple people that make your outfit look totally fine. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I would like to start by addressing the most asked question in the comments. I love that shirt. Where'd you get it? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And even more so that you ignored my little chicken arms right here. I got it at thepeoplesgetup.com. That is where we put all of the merch that we've come up with here on the channel. And a lot of the stuff that we've come up with has come from the content, and I'm willing to take suggestions.
Okay, serious suggestions only.
I saw my man TP has already submitted a few things, and by the way, you might be seeing a TP track coming up soon, but shout out to him as well as to everybody else that has submitted ideas to admin at ReeseWaters.com. And speaking of memberships, a quick apology to everybody that's in the Troubled Waters tier, because y'all been getting lit up with notifications. I'll be honest. As I have mentioned, I'm moving a ton of my content over to the Troubled Waters archive. So if you wanted to do a deep dive of Reese Waters content, now would be a great time to do so. And if you're in the Troubled Waters tier, now would be an even better time to dig in, because you're going to have a lot more stuff there. I'm just letting you know. And speaking of growing, shout out to all of our new mods. I feel like I've just been giving out wrenches like Oprah. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. First of all, my girl Jessica, who not only got a NBA championship with her beloved Knicks, but modship. And quite frankly, I don't know which one is better. I feel like, are they on the same level? I feel like they would have to be on the same level. And while we're at it, shout out to Lady Dorian, who's also become one of our beloved mods here on the channel, who sent me this photo alongside the note, I'll provide my own merchandise photo for the time being as my husband is tripping. Hey, Mr. Lady Dorian. Oh, is it Mandalorian? This is the way. Come on, stall me out. Just think about all the free time you're going to get now. The Lady Dorian is working as a mod on the channel. Is that not worth something? I can tell you what. In the time being, while we wait for that photo, why don't we do a best of, huh? Hurry up before the cops come. Y'all MF's in trouble now. Just letting you know, Memphis on the way in here, and we bringing all the ratchet effery. 901 is coming. Put your seatbelt on in this hoe. 901, report to this post and invite every fool you know. Hey, get my coat. No, we ain't gotta leave. We just know the way out. Know your exit. Hey, when they start calling it this hoe, when the party start being called a hoe, you know what I mean? Just exit drills.
Violent, bro. What's going on?
They got a whole Great American State Fair action figure playset. And this the one you gotta pay extra for. Cause if you get the one off the rack, it ain't but one person in there. Somebody said minutes of fun. Oh boy, minutes of fun. I bet Stormy Daniels can attest to that. I bet she can attest to that. You aligned yourself with some of the most terrible people alive and expected them to help you? What? They pulled a Clay Davis on you. Shit. Where all my scamming ass at? I don't know what that's in reference to. I have no idea. It must be something the young people say. Where all my scamming ass? Oh, here come India Ari. Hey, here come India Ari. How you doing, Miss Ari? Nothing, just working on some Negro spirituals. And I want to thank American Financing for sponsoring this video.